Hello everyone, Erynn and Carl here with a great new tune, and we got a request from Charles for this one. It's Old Yeller Dog Came Trotting Through the Meeting House.
Right.
And it comes from Charlie Acuff of Tennessee. You can hear him play if you check out YouTube. There's a nice video of David Holt with Charlie Acuff. And it goes a little bit like this. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Carl.
Enjoy.
And this is a very popular jam tune, so you'll get a lot of mileage out of it. And if some of the tunes on our Patreon channel have been a bit challenging for you, try this one. It's very accessible, very friendly to play in the people's key of G. And it goes a little bit like this. Now, I did add a couple bowings to this. Charlie Acuff often bowed it up bow lead some of the time, and I find it more comfortable to play with a standard down bow lead. And I added some 3-note slurs to make it flow a little bit better, which is a great thing to do when you have a notey tune and you want it to smooth it out just a little bit so it's not too choppy. I did transcribe how Charlie bows it because we have a video to the best of my ability, and he bowed it a little bit more like this. Now a lot of that's really nice, so I'm going to keep some of it. And then I'm going to show you where I add the slurs, the extra slurs. So we're going to keep his first slur. I really like that. There's your first phrase. Up, up. Up, up. And let's just double that last note there. Okay, and now I'm going to start adding 3-note slurs in a pattern you shall see. Slur, slur, pattern is 3 separate bow strokes, 3 slurred, and 2 separate. A syncopated slur in the middle. That's the first one. So let's try that. First finger on the A string, and then a 3-note slur, all in the up bow, 2 separate notes. It's one of my favorite bow strokes, and when you get used to it, it'll just be automatic when you want to put it in there. I give a little bit of a push to the start of the slur, and once the slur starts, I try to be very smooth. I don't want you to hear my thought processes. I don't want to be thinking 3 ups or anything like that, or it'll come out sounding less fluid. From the beginning, up, up, slur. Nice. One more time. Up, up. Okay, and the next group of notes. Let's try that one. I do open here, open A, and a 3-note slur, and the 2 separate notes are. Let me try that again. And let's do the next one. It's similar, and come back to that one. I use my 4th finger here to keep that slur all on one string. So we have this from the beginning. When we put them together, we have up, up, slur, slur, slur. He does this again, up, up. And he does a nice variation here, kind of hammers on into that note, playing the note below. Slur. And we have an ending. Down, down, up. Which is Charlie Acuff's bowing there. So let's put it all together. Back to the A part. That's the pickup that gets you back there. 2nd finger on the G string. And you're back for the 2nd round of the A part. Okay, so the B part starts on the high G note. Low 2nd finger on the E string. And Charlie does a nice little hammer on again to his 4th finger, and then accents this nice little G chord. His original bowing, he goes down, up, up, and up again. Up, up. Well, just doing all those notes on the up bow just seemed a little unfiddly to me. So I'm going to break it up a little bit, but I'm going to be careful not to make it too strident. I think sometimes when you hear Old Yeller Dog at a jam session, people over-exaggerate the easy part. They go... And I call that crime of enthusiasm. It might be fun to play, but I don't think it's quite as pretty as it could be, or as I like to make it. So I like Charlie Acuff's grace note there. By using the fourth finger, it sounds less strident than the open E would. So that open E there is a little harsh, so I like that he does. And I love his little accented G chord there. So I'm going to do that. I'm just going to separate the bowing. I'm not going to over exaggerate it, and hopefully it will come out sounding good. Okay, so the next phrase, after you did that little G chord, Charlie does a nice hammer on to the B natural. And it's a little unclear at the end of the phrase. It's a little blurry what the note is. So I went with this that I think sounds really good. Just a little grace note. So that's what I'm going to do at the end. So we have chord, hammer on, up, down, up. This again. And then he has a great ending. I think it's really beautiful bowing. He starts on the G note, which is on the D string on the up bow. Catches the G chord on the up bow, and then on the down bow slurs the D to the A note, and you're done. So up bow to the chord. So I think that's really nice. Here's your whole B part. And sometimes, instead of just holding the last note out for 4 beats and then going, sometimes I'll add a little walk of notes in there. Like we might go, or if that seems like too many notes, you could go just a couple, but sometimes I'll fill in that space. And another thing I like to do on the A part for a variation, I might throw a syncopated G chord in there. So that little rhythm, that's fun to throw in there. He does that a little bit. He goes, and so there's lots of things you can do this tune. Feel free to vary the rhythms and the notes a little bit as well. You can play the versions of this tune you've heard and meld it in with some of these nice things that we have uncovered from the great Charlie Acuff, and put it together into your own version. So let's put the whole tune together. It goes like this. hope you have fun with that. Old Yeller Dog came trotting through the meeting house. You might want to start with calling it just Old Yeller Dog till you got that locked into your memory, and then add all the rest of the title. Okay, good luck and enjoy that tune.